Good morning, everyone. We had begun with a new chapter, the physical features of India. And the major physiographic divisions are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, coastal plains, and the islands. Now, about the Himalayan mountains, we have discussed in our previous lecture. Also, we have discussed about the northern plains. Now, while discussing about northern plains yesterday, we had come to know about three important terms. That is your Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar, and Khadar. What is Terai? What is Bhabar? What is Bhangar? And what is Khadar? Now, according to the variations in elevation points, the northern plains can be divided into four regions. The rivers, after descending from the mountains, deposit pebbles in a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 km in width, lying parallel to the slopes of the Shivaliks, which is known as Bhabar. All the streams disappear in this Bhabar belt. The streams and rivers re-emerge and create a wet, swampy and marshy region known as Terai. The largest part of the northern plain is formed of older alluvium. It lies above the floodplains of the rivers and presents a terrace-like feature which is known as Bhangar. The soil in the Bhangar region contains calcareous deposits, means the deposits of calcium carbonate, and is known as the newer, younger deposits of the floodplains are called Khadar. Now, the northern plains of India, right? They have been formed by the three major rivers, your Indus, Brahmaputra, and Ganga. Now, what is Terai? Now, if you look in the map very carefully, we have already discussed the map of the mountain, the Himalayan ranges, right? Now, this is your Himalayan region. This one is your Himalayan region. These are your hilly regions, the Shivaliks, the lower hills. And this one is your Terai region, right? So, Terai is a lowland. Terai is a lowland region in northern India and southern Nepal, because it is the southern portion of Nepal and it is the northern region of India. So, Terai is a lowland region in northern India and southern Nepal that lies south of the outer foothills of the Himalayas, the Shivaliks, and the north of the Indo-Gangetic plain, right? The plain areas which have been formed by the Indus and the Ganga river and their tributaries. Now, what is Bhabar? Now, this image, if you see this image very clearly, these are your Himalayas. These are the calcareous deposits, the calcium carbonate deposits, the larger deposits, the larger stones or pebbles. Then comes your Terai region, the wet swampy region. Over here, your rivers are not there. They again re-emerge. As the line said, they again re-emerge in the Terai region, right? And then they are again flown by the rivers. Now, your Bhangar lies in the outer areas. That is why it is infertile, because they remain collected. Your Khadar, it is replenished, with the flow of water. It is replenished over a period of time. So, your Khadar is near the river areas and your Bhangar lies away from the river areas. So, that is the reason also, Bhangar, they are the old deposits and they are not that fertile. If we talk about Khadar, they are near the river areas and they get replenished with the flow of water. And that is why their fertility is maintained. Fine. Himalayas, river flowing with the Himalayas, with the flow of the river, these deposits also come along. They settle down at the foothills of the Himalayas, right? And then these rivers again re-emerge in the Terai region. That is why it is wet and swampy, right? This Terai region is wet and swampy region, right? Again, these rivers flow and they carry the deposits. The ones which settle away from the rivers are called Bhangar, and that is why they are not that fertile, because they are old one and they are not replenished over a period of time. Your Khadar deposits, which are near the river areas, they are replenished with the flow of water, right? So Himalayan, Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar and Khadar, the four important terms which we had discussed yesterday. Bhabar is the region south of the lower Himalaya and the Shivaliks. It is the alluvial apron of sediments, means the larger portions, the larger rock type material, broken down materials of rocks. So it is the alluvial apron of sediments washed down from the Shivalik along the northern edge of the Indo-Gangetic plain. Now Bhangar, old alluvium. It covers large parts of northern plains. It is composed of old alluvial soil. It contains calcareous deposits locally known as kankar. Soil is not very fertile, and the reason I have already told you. Khadar. Khadar or Khadar plains are those that are low lying next to a river. Khadar areas are prone to flooding and sometimes include portions of former river beds that become available for agriculture when a river changed course. Fine. Now class, we have discussed about the four important terms, right? And the four important terms are your Terai region, your Bhabar, your Bhangar and your Khadar, right? Now, to understand it better, what you can do is you will do a homework. In a cutout map of India, you will draw the river system of India. It is very important to understand northern plains. We should be very well versed with the river map of India. So in a cutout system, you will draw the river map of India. And also class, if any kind of confusion is there in any of the lectures, you can raise your questions in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.